This is the second take. I started talking for like last 10 seconds and I realized it wasn't recording. I was like, a great puzzle. You have to do it again. Anyways, I'm so excited for this one topic. What should I focus? Online courses, online course creation, or social presence, or social media? What should I do? You know why I'm excited for this one topic? Because it's going to make my life so much easier. Because from past 1.5 year, probably 15-16 months, I have been getting one question repetitively, and I finally decided, okay, Fazil, we will answer this one question in one small little video / podcast, how you're listening, and automate it so that I don't have to repeat this one question over and over. And I'm so excited. This has kind of given me spirits altogether, a different level of energy altogether, just by looking. It's like, this is what we're going to talk about. This is what we're going to talk about. This is going to make my life easier. It's going to give me so much of freedom. I think for next 10 minutes, effort is going to solve like my hours of time. Anyways, thank you so much for joining. In this video, we are going to talk about what should I focus, online courses or YouTube or a podcast first. So again, we have to figure out where we want to focus. Okay, should I be creating online courses first? Should I be creating YouTube or podcast, or should I be focusing on the social media or social presence first? So this is the question that is being answered in this one exciting video. So what is your goal? Your goal, I'm assuming, is not followers, is not subscribers. Now, why did I say that? Because you should have that in your mind that you are building a business. You're not just creating a course. You are not just creating a community. You are building a business. Business has got a definition. Entrepreneurship has got a definition. I want you to, after this video, look out for the definitions, because business is just like an offline. If you go and do an offline business, it takes time to build, and when it builds, it stays for a long time. It's not get quick rich sort of a thing. This is a business. Though it's an online business, it's going to be a long-term business. So whenever we talk about anything that we're doing, think about how can I do it on a long-term basis? How can I automate things? Is it going to sustain for a long time? Is it going to be evergreen for a long time? How am I going to work? Like what am I doing? Is it creating long-term assets? Your followers and subscribers can be tackled, but what is your ultimate goal of a business? Question number one, what's your goal? Do you want to gain followers? Okay. Do you want to make money? Pick one. I don't know which you're picking. I'm assuming that you picked money. Now, for example, if you pick and choose followers, what is happening is you're playing a short-term game, and you are not relying on your viral content. You are relying on you becoming so creative, which we are not. We are creative in certain areas. We are not creating reels and shorts. Those are for different breed of people. Influencers, they are great at it. We are not great at it. Probably it's a skill that we can learn, but then we are not starting that. They are not doing a business. We are here to do a business, an education business, an online business, which stays for a long term. We are not focusing on followers. We will tackle them. We'll use tactical stuff and strategies to gain followers. That's a different game altogether. We are going to incorporate that, not the priority. Second thing, third thing, not the priority. We're not focusing on that. We're focusing on what? We're focusing on business. Money. How can I generate money? Now, that being said, question number two. Now that your focus is on money, your focus has to 100% be, okay, if now I create a course, okay, now if your focus is, now I'll go design the course, I'll craft the course, I'll have goals to the course, I'll go and start scripting the course, make the presentation of the course. I'm kind of giving you step-by-step process of it as well. You can take note of it, because that's what we do in Academy of Arts and Sciences, right? So if you're not a part of the company Academy of Arts and Sciences, I'm giving it for free. Take advantage of it. This is a secret, huh? You script it out, then you make a presentation of it. Once you make the presentation of it, you start recording it. Once you start recording it, you finish recording, because you started it. You don't. There's a dialogue from a movie, you don't chicken out. You don't bail out, not chicken out. You don't bail out. Okay. You start recording and finish recording. Then you edit it out if required. Then you publish it. Then you launch it. Once you go through the process of online course creation, what are you doing? You are creating a product. I've heard this somewhere. If you don't have a product, what are you going to sell? You'll not have confidence, you'll not have courage, you'll not have conviction. How will you get confidence if you don't have something to sell? If I don't have a community behind the scenes, how am I going to pitch you? It's like, let's go join the community called the Academy of Art and Scientists. I'll not have conviction, I'll not have confidence because I don't have it yet. If I have it, I'll be more confident on saying you what am I doing in the community. What are we introvert crazy little entrepreneurs are creating a massive impact and stuff like that inside that community. If I don't have that, how will I say it with you how can I communicate with you confidently of that one thing? So that's why we need to have product. Online courses, bonus to that, multiple levels to that. Once we have something now that we can make a pitch on, we can create on, that's when once we have that focus, the next priority is now we move to social media presence. You've got something solid there. Literally solid course created for the first ever time. Solid course created. Once you have the course ready with you, then next step for you is now go 3 places. 3 specific phrases, not phrases, 3 specific places. YouTube, podcasts and blogs. I don't even prefer blogs for so many reasons. One of the reasons is it takes so much of time for me to script it out, then type it out, then structure it out, and then upload it out and launch it out. So I don't even, it takes so much. It's better for me to voice it out, record a content for you than write and edit and heading either jagah, wo idhar jagah. So it's for me, it's complicated. For me, it might be smooth, but then for me, I am solely working on speed. How can I reach out to you on a faster manner, on a quicker way, so that what I have got and what you need help with is translated immediately. Not immediately, as soon as faster, quicker, not in as soon, quicker. Okay, so why even we talk about YouTube, blogs and also podcast is 3 words. Why? If you've got a problem, where do you go suggest? Where do you go searching for? Google. You go and search something. For example, how do I make $1 million online? You search it on online. How can I pet a cat? What does a pet needs? I'm having stomachache. I want to nice way of writing. Can I travel solo? You search everything online. How can I cook? Because my mom's not there. How can I cook biryani? How can I cook shawaya? How can I cook that? How can I cook something without a specific spice? Because you don't like this spice or you don't get this spice in your locality, something like that. You search everything on a specific search engine. Google. Where Google takes you? Either to a YouTube channel, I'll tell you, it takes either to YouTube or a blog or a podcast. I'll tell you again. It takes to these 3 places, either of these 3 places. It takes to YouTube but to your channel. It takes to a blog. If it takes you to a blog, it takes to your website. If it takes to a podcast, it takes to your, they don't have this specific. They take to their medium and then divert it to your channel. If you're that great, it diverts it to your channel. What happens? It doesn't send you to an Instagram page. Forget about reels. Forget about shorts. Forget about your Facebook page or the group or the LinkedIn. That's not the focus of algorithm, because Google search engine is what, like behind the scenes YouTube and your channel. That's the only reason why this topic is not about YouTube and podcast anyway. Giving you free bits and pieces so that you consume it, start doing and making that impact, I just went with the flow. So you create online course first, and then you focus on 3 platforms: YouTube, podcast and blogs. Again, blogs is not my cup of tea because it takes so much of time for me to write and translate and do so many things. Not translate in my thought process, but rather YouTube and podcast, focusing on that. Where Google takes you is where you have to be. Okay, so that being said, that is how we can cash on the product and become great. The buzzword for this one video is something that you can measure on is how can Fuzzle create long-term assets? That has to be the focus. Your reel is not your focus. Your social presence is not your focus. Once you start creating online courses, create that first, because that's the prime focus. That's the secondary focus. Once this is ready, that becomes the prime focus, because now you've got something to sell. Now then you focus on that. That being said, that brings us to the conclusion of this cool video that I've created. Again, we are not 10 minutes, it's going to solve it. This is going to make my life so much easier because I'm going to send everyone who asks this one question, be it my community, be it the members that I'm training and coaching on a different level altogether. This is going to facilitate. I'm already feeling those goosebumps of fucking. I've got something for you. You can go and visit it. This is the link for you. Anyways, thank you so much for making. I'm already so excited. Thank you so much for making this topic me a part of your day. I'm going to see you in an exciting another video that I've created that I'm going to record immediately after this. But like 4 reasons why I always focus on YouTube and podcast. Just went with the flow. Thank you so much. I'm going to see you in another video. صبيح تسر أسارير وجه صبيح